y'all. I think I'm gonna do a sample today. I ain't did a sample in a while, so yeah, I'll do a sample. I ain't found it yet, so go ahead and get on the search for that. Let's see what I can come up with. Actually, you know what, man, I'm about to find some old junk or something I got here. Been had here for a while. Just haven't, you know what I'm saying, haven't got around to it, because I used to download like a whole bunch of stuff. I download like, I listen to a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to sample, and I just keep downloading all the stuff and I'll get to it later, you know what I mean? But I got stuff that I've sampled before that I wanted to go back into, haven't gone back into it, you know, all kind of stuff. So yeah, man. So, you know what I mean, if you watched any of my previous videos, I use just a basic beat, a basic drum pattern when I'm making any beat really, but definitely for sampling. Well, actually, no, I do it more on my original beats, but on the sample joint, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna use the same thing, right? So I'll turn this up for you. You know, just basic stuff. Sounds real basic, but like I said, if you watch any of my other videos, I do the drums last. Like, I'll do my sample first, or if I'm making an original, I'll make all my tracks, you know what I'm saying, first, and then I'll go back into the drums and do those after that. So yeah. Okay, just load it up. Let's see. What is it? Symphony type stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm looking for like strings, like I already like kind of plan out the sample before I even search for it, you know what I mean? Like I like cinematic scenes in movies. I like well, you know what I mean? The action part in movies, but the music though in it, or symphonies, like, you know what I'm saying, they got a lot of good stuff, like orchestras always got good shit, you know. So yeah, look in there. Let's check this out. This is from Corpse Bride. Like stuff like that, like Sweeney Todd got some dope junk. I'll sample all kind of shit out of there. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for stuff to sample, man, you know what I mean? Like, you need those, like, those crazy strings, like horror movie type shit. They got a lot of good stuff in there, you know what I mean? See right there, I'm gonna take that. Usually I'll go into it a little more, but since I'm filming a whole bunch of junk, I don't want to have to edit this video down a whole bunch, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm just take that first sample and work with that. So right now I'm gonna, I gotta get my loop together. So like I gotta count out 4 bars. So I gotta go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 4 bars, 4 beats, depending on how fast you count. Like it could be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's the same thing as what I just counted before. You know what I'm saying? But it's just in smaller increments. So it just depends on how you count. You know what I mean? I've never understood why they decided to call it go with bars. Because you got clicks, beats, and bars in there. You know what I mean? All, like, you got, click is the smallest thing in music. There's 96 clicks in a bar, I believe it is, something like that. That's the smallest, like, increment. It gets smaller than that, but that's a standard that people count. So, and then a beat is like a quarter of a bar. I might got the increments wrong, but it's the same. If you know math, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be the same part of a whole, you know what I mean? So You got it's a beat is like I'm saying, a quarter of a bar, or a quarter of a bar. You know what I mean? It's one of those. Alright, so that's the first. See how it loops, like I'm counting out for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It loops back, you know what I'm saying, after you count it. Everything goes in increments of 4, so you go 4, 8, 16, 32. So however you count, you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3. You know what I'm saying, and so on. So it just depends on how you count. You know what I mean? But it's going to equate to the same thing. It's still going to be in increments of 4. And it amazes me how much math goes into this. You know what I mean? And how much people overlook that, actually, you know, and I don't knock nobody for how they do their jump, but you do got to know a little bit of math to get this shit right. You know what I mean? Like, it's you know, you got some great cats that can listen to the jump, just do it by ear, don't count nothing, but the thing is, subliminally, they are counting it. You know what I mean? They just don't even realize that they're counting it, because it's something. It's a natural thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the rhythm of life, if you want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, that's a little deep for you, though. But let's see. So all that up. Make sure this jump is on time. So right now, I put the sample with my little drum beat or whatever. Pitched up a little bit. It naturally does that when you stretch it or shrink it to the size of the pattern that you're working with in this program. I'm using FL Studio, so I like it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It actually kind of hooks it up for you. You know what I'm saying? I can make it sound like the original if I wanted to. Like, let me see. Slow it down a little bit. And really, it's not slowing it down. It's actually just pitching it down, because I can keep it that same speed and still get the original pitch out of it. Like, this is the original pitch, but at a faster pace. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's just a faster pace, or I can have it going slower at a slower pace, and it's gonna naturally make it a lower pitch, because just the way that this program stretches samples. If you stretch them, the more you stretch them, the lower pitch it takes the sample to. You can bring it back to the natural pitch and then pitch it up at a slower pace if you want to, but naturally it does that for you. It lowers the pace down. So. If you listen, that's another reason why I usually go with the shorter pace or with the slower pace, because later on in the sample it starts getting offset a little bit, and you can fix that by just cutting and pasting the sample over. But you know, it's just easier to work with when you slow it, or when you do it fast. Like when I do my samples, I do it at a fast pace, and then I listen to the whole song at the end and figure out whether I want to do the tempo faster or slower. It just works out better for me. I don't know for other cats how they do their jump, but it works out better for me. So. Yeah. So that's that. I'm gonna grab this off. I'm gonna get it back to the size I want it. So I want it like this. Grab another sample from there, just the second part of that same song. It's just the I don't know what they call it, but the second bar or whatever, second 2 bars. I ain't even counted out. It's gonna be the second 2 bars. So total 4 bar. Yeah, 4 bars. So that's the second part. So let me put that up here and make sure it's counted out right. So I can just now this the thing with FL Studio, you have to set the pitches right. Or if you're using you don't have to actually. So yeah, I'm actually wrong when I'm saying that. You don't have to do anything in music, but me, I like my shit to make sense a little bit and then start, you know, throwing the wild cards in there. So I'm using 2 samples and I want them to be pitched at the same. I want them to be at the same pitch. Some people don't, so I want mine at the same pitch. So you got to do that from the beginning before you start chopping, or your shit's gonna be all jacked up. So yeah, make sure the time is right and the pitch is right. So this is the second part. Alright, so that sounds timed up right. And I'm gonna let you listen to it if I don't pitch them together. The first one's gonna be at the natural pitch that the program does for it, and then the second one's gonna be at where I pitched it back to its normal state, its natural state.